just beautiful when your decor and your Leafs team overall don't allow odd man rush after grade A opportunity, and your goaltender doesn't give up a ton of goals that he should stop? It's beautiful. Peter Mrazek, what a great game tonight for him. The Leafs decor with the addition of Mark Giordano looked fine. They didn't look out of sorts. Now, I understand you're playing the Devils, but how many times have we played Montreal, Buffalo, and teams like that and looked awful? So I'm not going to hear it about it being the Devils. The Leafs have played down to their opponents quite a bit this season. They have not beat the teams they have to beat at times. Tonight, they did. They outplayed the Devils. The special teams battle, they had two shorties. Your goaltending was big when you needed it the most, and he made the stops he had to make. It was brilliant. Now we'll get into the specifics about Mrazek's game and the decor and what Giordano and Blackwell did tonight and why I liked him so damn much already. No goals in the first period. Shots on goal were 11-3 in favor of the Leafs after one period, and you couldn't find a way to beat Mikko Daz, and I'm like, damn, can we find a way? But in that second period, they get a power play 5 minutes in, and Damon Severson has the puck about top of the circle-ish, and he's looking for the slot pass, it looks like, and he fires it along the ice, but Lyubushkin's going down to block the shot or pass or whatever he decides to do, and it goes off Lyubushkin, it might have gone off his skate, I can't remember where it hit him, and instead of going to the side, it goes right in the 5-hole of Mrazek. And I just felt so bad for him at that point, because the guy, like, he's had no luck as well. The team hasn't played well in front of him in the past, and then you get one of those goals. It's like, my God, you can't blame him for that one. At 5:03 of the second period, and the Leafs are down 1-0. It's a bad bounce. The hockey gods are just having their way with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Then in the second period as well, and this is where most of the scoring happens, they get another power play. And it's about 7 minutes after that goal by Damon Severson, they get the power play. They turn the puck over at the Leafs blue line, but Kerfoot spins around and Mikheyev is gone. Like, that guy's got speed, but when he gets going, when those legs get to going, Mikheyev's gone. Picks up the puck and he flies. And he has the D-man on him. The question is he going to go for the shot, or is he going to try and go hard to the net, go to the backhand, and beat him on the far side? Well, he definitely did the latter, because he goes hard to the net, Dawes goes down, he gets to his backhand, a nice little move from Mikheyev, and he buries it into the empty net. Short-handed goal, Kerfoot with the lone assist. At 12:30 of the second period, the Leafs have tied the game at 1. You love to see it, the shorty, and you were tied. Brilliant stuff there. Now, less than 2 minutes afterwards, though, they have a mad scramble in front of the Leafs net, right? The initial shot stopped by Mrazek. There's about 3 Leafs in and around the blue paint. Nico Hischier, right in the middle of all that. Not one Leaf decides to take the guy. And I'm like, because he's the one that gets the rebound and buries it. I'm like, why is one of these guys not putting him on his rear or tying up his stick or anything? Just standing there, just kind of floating back. If you look at the camera behind the net, up on the glass, you can see all the Leafs kind of slowly start to collapse down, including the guys around the blue paint. But meanwhile, Hischier's right in the paint, right in front of the net, and no one's on. They're all just kind of floating. Puck goes down, knocks in the rebound, and we're trailing again. You can't blame Mrazek for that. He made the initial stop. No decor was able to tie the guy, or not, I would say able, chose to not tie the guy up in front of the net or get the puck out. And they bury the rebound, and you're down 2-1 now. The Leafs did a good job defensively to that point, but that was just a breakdown, and you can't blame Mrazek. The Leafs just not wanting it enough there. But that was one of the only plays the entire game I thought the Leafs didn't want it. Every other possession, I'm like, man, this Leaf team is dominant. They're getting on the puck. They're hitting guys. Like, what's going on here? I'm loving it, and it's just entertaining to watch. Now, just under a minute after that, though, Leafs in the offensive zone. Austin Matthews, I believe, it was him or Bunting. Either way, one of the dudes. It's a backhand or forehand saucer feed to Mitch Marner, who's at the top of the circle, and he rips it. Just rips it past Nico Dawes underneath the blocker on the far side. The Leafs have tied it at 2 late in the second period. Matthews and Bunting grab assists in the goal at 14:54 of the second period, and we are tied at 2 heading into the third period. Shots on goal in the second period, 11-11. Now it's closing time. And I'm sitting here and I'm watching this game. I'm like, all right, we got a 2-2 game. Mrazek's been giving up 4 goals consistently, whether it's his fault or not, doesn't matter. I understand he allowed 2 today, but they're not his fault. He's allowed 4 goals a lot lately. He's already allowed 2 in this period. To make a statement to everybody in Leafs Nation, shut this period down. And then the Leafs, if they can bury 1, bury 2, whatever, and win this game in regulation, the narrative's going to be nice. Devils or not, it doesn't matter. Right? And in that third period, Mrazek makes some nice stops. He didn't start flying around like a fish out of water. No, making the stops, putting it to the corner. And when he did put it right in front of the net, he's ready for that rebound, and he makes the second stop. And I'm like, look, you don't have to do that all the time because you want the D-core to clear it some of the time. But he did a great job getting the puck to the corner, freezing it when he needed to, not flying around, diving all over the place, losing his stick, all that stuff. No. Now, it helps when the D-core played as well as they did tonight, but he made the stops he was supposed to make. And it's brilliant to watch. But with like 8 minutes to go, 7 minutes, something like that, Eli Mikheyev. High-sticking penalty on former Leaf, Andreas Johnsson. It's a 4-minute though because his lips cut, and I'm like, great. Former Leaf, one of our best penalty killers. It's a 4-minute. Great. And you got to realize, with it being a 4-minute power play for the Devils, they're not going to have the same units out there because they're going to be dead on their feet by like minute 2, right? So you got to get some other guys in there to kill penalties, and they bring in Engvall and Willie Nylander. And Willie Nylander has been struggling a lot. Same with John Tavares. They got to find a way to get going, but I love what Nylander did on this play. They backhand feed it at their own zone. They definitely no communication because Engvall picks the puck up and he goes the other way. And Willie Nylander, not looking at Engvall looking for the pass. What does Nylander do? He makes a beeline right for the net. From his own blue line, head down right there. Right to the net. And Engvall goes with him, looking at Nylander the entire way. And Dougie Hamilton's the one defenseman back. And Dougie Hamilton goes down, lies down to try and block the shot or the pass, whatever Engvall decides to do. But instead of doing either of those, Engvall stops on a dime. See you later, Dougie Hamilton into the corner. And Pierre Engvall stops up. He's got all the time in the world in the slot, and he buries it under the glove of Nico Dawes. But having Nylander drive the net hard and be at the side of the net, it gives Dawes that sort of thought of, oh God, this guy's literally right here with nobody on him. So, if I go all Engvall, he's going to pass it there and bury it. So you got to honor that play. And Engvall buries it. Short-handed again. Who cares about 5-on-5 in power play time? Just give us shorties. Love it. And the Leafs got the lead with under 5 minutes to play in the third period. Look, Nylander didn't get a goal. He didn't get an assist on that play or anything like that. But it was a smart play, a hard play. He could have just floated with Engvall down the ice. But no, and looking for the one-timer shot. He was on his one-timer side. But no, he decided to drive right to the net. And that is the smart play in that job. So great job from Willie Nylander on that play. And the Leafs, in the dying minute and a half, don't allow a shot on net. They pull the goalie with them a minute and a half to go. There were 22 shots on net for the Devils at that point. They ended with 22. The D-core was, the Leafs team D, I'm going to do that, kept everything to the outside. And when they were firing the puck on, it was getting blocked or it was getting cleared to the side. They did a fantastic job in the dying minutes, or getting the clear on the puck. They did a fantastic job in the dying minute and a half, 2 minutes of that third period to lock this game down for Leaf fans who went to the game, for Peter Mrazek, and the new guys, Mark Giordano and Colin Blackwell. Shots on goal in the third period, 9-8 in favor of the Leafs, 31-22 for the game. They only allowed 22 shots on net. Peter Mrazek, 2 on 22, and over a 900 save percentage, 909 to be exact. And he won the game, and he allowed less than 3 goals. Like, it's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. Oh, it's against the Devils. I don't care. And I don't think he cares either. It's a confidence thing for him, and clearly this did a lot. Because you saw after the win happened, he was definitely pumped in the net getting that victory, and well-deserved for him. Making the stops, being calm in the net. You'll love to see it. Now let me get quickly to the new guys. Mark Giordano, I just love the guy. He's going to make all these small plays to make things right. The first pass out of the zone, hit a couple guys, because he finished his checks. One at the blue line, where he saw a guy at the blue line. He's like, I'm just going to run you. I don't care if you pass the puck away right away. Like, I'm going to ram you. And he did. Finish his check. Didn't crush the guy too much, but did a job there. And I think he ended up with a couple block shots in the game, a couple hits in the game. Again, calm, cool, collected. Mark Giordano settling things down. Him and Timothy Liljegren did a great job. The coordination between those two were phenomenal. And I'm just hoping this stuff continues. And Colin Blackwell, I love this kid. I've seen one game of him and I already love him. 5'8", doesn't matter. He's a little fire plug. He will fly around. He will lay the body to the guy who's 6'5". He doesn't care he's going to bounce off him. He'll try and make a play. And I love what Colin Blackwell did today. I love the way he's going to play. And I think Leaf fans are going to like this guy. Obviously, he's on a 1-year deal and whatnot. But do they really think this guy's going to go out there and get $5 million a season? Obviously not. He would not be a guy I'd hate to keep around, because I like what we saw from Blackwell, at least tonight in his Leaf debut. But if this is something we're going to see moving forward from this guy, I don't know. I like it. I really, really do. I thought Lyubushkin had a great night on D. I want him to finally lay one of those big booming hits that he always tries, right? These open ice, just get a guy with his head down, just crunch him, right? He tries it so many times and barely misses him or misses him completely. And then he's a D guy that gets caught, right? So it's a little bit dangerous. But you lay the boom like that, it gets the crowd fired up, it gets the teams, your bench up and pumped because you just crunched the dude. Like, it's so exciting. And Leaf fans, let me put it to you this way, because I was thinking about this for a while because we've had some off days. With Giordano's kind of steadying presence a little bit, can you imagine if Jake Muzzin comes back and he is old Muzzin? Like, the Leaf decor actually won't look bad at all. You might have to remove a Timothy Liljegren. You might have to remove a Justin Hall, who I thought was fantastic. Did you see Justin Hall just absolutely pace somebody in the boards? I'm like, use your size, big guy. Like, the Leafs were physical tonight. I saw Austin Matthews taking a few runs at dudes, and I'm like, who are these guys? It's entertaining, it's fun, and you won a hockey game. It's brilliant stuff, Leaf Nation. If the Leafs can play like this consistently, for the most part, they'll win a lot of games. And you know what else is crazy? I'm going to wrap it up with this. The Leafs just jumped to Tampa Bay Lightning for second in the division. Wait, what? I heard that on the broadcast. I'm like, well, I got to look at the standings. This does not seem true. And it is. The Leafs, with the win, are 1 point up on Tampa, with them having a game in hand. And the Leafs are still 2 up on the Bruins. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh, I didn't think we were actually in okay of shape. You know what's crazy? Because the Leafs have found a way to win games when they really shouldn't win games. So that's what's keeping them alive. But if they can play like this, man, oh man, it can be a lot better for Leafs Nation, a lot less stressful, because it felt really tense in that building tonight. And when the Leafs scored that third goal to get in the lead, I think a lot of Leaf fans were just, okay, looks good. And they get the 2 points. I think a lot of Leafs Nation took a deep breath just now. Now, obviously, it's one game against the Devils, so it doesn't mean everything's better, but it's a step in the right direction. And that's all there is to it. Next up for the Toronto Maple Leafs, on Saturday night, they're in Montreal. Take on the Canadiens, 7 p.m. puck drop there. Look, doesn't matter the roster. Don't care that they traded so many guys. It's the Leafs. It's the Canadiens. It's going to be a bloodbath. And you know what, Leafs Nation? You got to find a way to win that game. They are not a great hockey team. You got to win that game. You did a job tonight against the team you're supposed to do it against. You got to beat Montreal, all right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and you enjoyed a Leafs win that wasn't just an abysmal game that we're like, yay, we won. No, it was a game that we're like, okay, that's more like it. Good defense, timely saves, and some goals. You love to see it. Smack the like button to appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys already. Comment down below everything towards your thoughts on the Leaf game tonight. Twitter link is down below, so follow, send me a DM to that great stuff. The Instagram link is also down below, so follow up there if you guys have not done so already. And I will talk to you guys. Okay, when will I talk to you guys? Jay's edition next week, unless anything trade signings happen. Next Wednesday, we'll be wrapping up, or I guess not wrapping up, but we'll be wrapping up the week's games for the Toronto Blue Jays and their spring training schedule. As for the Toronto Raptors, they're back in action tomorrow as they host the Cleveland Cavaliers in easily the biggest game of the season. You lose that game, basically goodbye to that 6th seed. You win the game, you're now tied with Cleveland, and you are right there. Crazy one tomorrow at Scotiabank Arena. The fans are going to be loud, and can they please win a home game in full capacity? As for the Toronto Maple Leafs, their next contest, as we talked about, is in Montreal on Saturday night, 7 p.m. puck drop there. Can the Leafs play 2 back-to-back really good games. We'll have to wait and see how it all plays out, though, on Saturday in Montreal. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the game tonight. We'll talk to you guys then.